Perfect will get his Ambessa, so Ambessa Rise looks like it's going to be the lock-in. Top side here completely set now for KT Roster.
Hey, you talked about the big guns being used in game one of a best of 5 fearless draft. We're already seeing that as all of these super high prio picks.
And can support the Corki well. There's no Rakan in this lane anymore, but it will be Diable's Lucian to get slammed down here.
Yeah, with the E tether, but it's Lucian Braum. That's why you pick the Lucian. That's one of the weaknesses of being on red side and picking the Lucian first, is that it's very obvious that Braum is coming out. So as you were mentioning, Peter could have... You know, I think it's like 5 seconds or so after the fact. As Raptors bottom lane. And
again,
surprised?
Yeah, this is what he
us.
does. He just pats bottom. True of KT, or as Peter is lurking. Vikla found.
Gonna drop down a wall, but it gets denied as the flash away. Peter's going in, but there's 0 follow-up damage. Vikla totally fine, gonna get the plant on top of it all. And now Peter's way too deep. Should be first blood, given over to the side of Diable's Lucian.
The equalizer gonna prevent them from following up on this as well. That's a level 4 Corki. Might just look for a bit of a smite steal. I think that's the best they can hope for.
Yeah, I mean, Duckdom's pretty healthy, so he's trying to frontline here, but now he's just going to get engaged on. Has to flash away. The steal does come through, though. Cuz going to be good on the smite button, as he always is. TP comes back from Peter, but the rest of KT is so low. Nobody can help this Leona. And yeah, you got the Drake, but now you're 2,000 gold behind KT.
Yeah, that was
a massive fight.
Big
when they're down a member. It just felt like they were scrambling. Not the best choice from KT, and BNK welcomed it with open arms like we knew they would. As now Pantheon is going to come in. KT want to force more fight against this team, which I would say is a bit confusing.
Back online.
5 people. Already the damage is coming in. TPs from both mid laners will join up as now Perfect just trying to survive the public execution, but already a bit low. See the BNK, everybody grouping up for this one. Flash forward from BDD just to get away from the seismic shove. Just matching Perfect, and Peter's gonna leave, so now Perfect is very much all alone.
Onto this game. Maybe get more.
Yeah, they're just gonna find Peter here, Cuz nearby, but now we got a wall as Vikla will join up, and Peter gonna get knocked back, and no escape for him. And right there, KT's going to pick up that first turret as Diable just alone in mid lane, trying to set up a play on a Diable who does not respect him, but he gets away somehow. And now they're so deep behind the turrets of BNK, and they do get punished immediately for that. Duckdom should be going down here on top of it all. Double kill for Vikla.
Or bust. Look at the flank angle from Vikla as well. He can punish the advance.
They are so ready to fight. Like, they are just so ready. The wall is perfect. Cuz is totally caught out, and down he will go. Now you don't have a smite, and they keep the Otacon leash. BNK are playing this perfectly, and KT don't really have an answer.
Now there's just no smite for KT.
Oh, and Peter just kind of hanging around. It looks like he might go down as well. They're trying to fight 4v5 as perfect execution is going to miss. They do get Kellen, but that is it. As the Otacon will go down. Again, this is what BNK wants.
Yeah, I would rather have BD in the top lane where they just kind of stay around here and have a Rise side lane. Instead, they want a team fight.
Oh boy, they're going to catch Cuz again! And now the Equalizer comes down. He has to flash away. He might just burn away. At the same time, just barely going to live. And it's an obvious Drake that goes over to BNK with Cuz nowhere near. Pantheon and Bessa Leona. If everybody is very tanky, it's Duckdom. Very close call. Vikla,
good placement
getting in there.
Vikla. I think to kill Diable alone is not enough here. Sure, he's the 3-item fed Lucian, but you still have to kill this Rumble. You still have to kill this Talia.
Uh-oh.
And they just have no vision. The whole map is black.
Duckdom can't be the guy that's going through the bush too, you know? It's got to be Peter, and now he's going to go. He gets exhausted and unfortunately has to engage now. They do get on top of Vikla, but he just flashes away. Nice though, as Vikla is getting low. They do take out BDD on the backside of this fight. The fight very broken up, but full health bars for B&K on the back line. But Raptor will go down, it looks like, in a trade for Cuz. And so it's 2 for 2. Diable continues, as he always does, and looks to push for more. As now they go in. Perfect's got to be careful. He gets concussively blown, and that's going to be the end of him. Is looking pretty free for the side of B&K.
And B&K's defensive takes. Okay, we're trying to trade for Baron.
All right. We're just going to send it.
I mean, BDD was lurking there, waiting for this play. As soon as they committed, he goes for this. Equalizer's dropped early.
Yeah, they're just going to try to take the fight without Raptor, it looks like. But the smite should go the way of KT if they have the damage, but they don't. They're just going to pull off of the Baron being taken, but it's not a risk if you don't really lose anything off of the back of it, I suppose.
It's just the way that KT is playing this constantly feels like they're trying to force a mistake, and B&K are just like, nah.
Cuz is very far up in his own jungle, thought he would be safe. He is Pantheon, but the knockback gets him. They're just playing it so patiently. Like, they're always ready to pull off of the objective. They're never fully committing. Even though there's no smite on the side of KT, they could just take the Baron. But no, they're just being so careful in this one. As they want to go for the turn here. The Solar Flare is actually really good from the side of Peter, and now the turn comes in as the Equalizer going to force KT in. Perfect, getting 2. As you go to the back line, it's a double kill actually for Duckdom, but nobody can deal with Clear as finally he goes golden. I think the Redemption going to spot this going down and kind of put the cap on this one, I would imagine. With Cloud Soul and with the Baron, you would imagine that B&K can just push in here. They have 6,000 gold to lead, and they're looking for anyone. Duckdom is going to Valkyrie away, and Diable is leading the charge. Here's the wall, and Perfect has to flash away. Diable still in the front line. He is going to cleanse, but now Perfect goes in, and Pantheon goes to the back line, but the wallets are just too heavy, and they were alone, the two of them, trying to dive on the Diable, and he's going to be totally fine. Looks like B&K with this push will end this game.
I'm getting a little bit excited about B&K, Valdez. This team is super clean. Look at this fight, too. They know the threats. They know they can turn on Perfect. The Pantheon coming through. They turn back and burst him down. It's what looks like an overextension from Diable there on the front line, but actually pulls KT in. He's so fed. He does so much damage. He's got the shield bow. 0 and 6 Pantheon here for Cuz. Constantly shoved in. Peter, a ragdoll in this first game. And